There we go. That's okay, I'll just turn the Twitch chat on my phone. Because I was supposed to have had an overlay. Because I'm too lazy to fiddle it. Lizard titty. Doo -doo -doo. Sniff. Hello, one viewer. I don't care to figure out the stupid chat overlay for. Let me see. Oops. Okay. There we go. There we go, y'all. And chat box. You are. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go. Oakley dokley. Anyway, I hope the stupid. No. Anyway. Theme Twitch, chat delay. Show bits badass. Always show messages. Okay, close that. Okay, good. Alrighty, maybe it'll be an overlay. Read only. Anyway, whatever. Wait a minute. Oh, that's cool. A new mount. think I'm gonna work with Bastion for now, try and finish his loyalty.
I'll be just a step behind you.
Blackwood, Quaking Dread. Okay. Drill by manager. Dread Cellar. Okay. Companion Family Secrets, White Rest. But let me actually grab. Grab the, whatchamadoodle. The event quest. And I'm sure I'll meet one of the conditions on my way. La da da. Hey, gotta go back to work tomorrow. Woo. I like Amber, but the only thing is the pain is she does not like fishing, and I'm a craft. This tune's my crafting tune, so I fish to get fillets. All right, come on, let's load. I really do need to finish Blackwood, so yeah, I do need a story quest. Yeah, I do need to finish Blackwood. But, I'll do that with Miri once I finish. Oh, I think this might be the last quest for Bastion, maybe. Either way, I guess I'll tour with her just to get her some XP. Alrighty. And actually, what mount do I have you on? Oh yeah, the Meridian Saber Cat. Nice. That's right. You know what? We'll stick with that. I'm sorry about the whooshing. I have a fan on. Not much I can do with my headset. Yes, I know. I am Hizzity Wizzy here. I'll try to be off probably in like an hour. I'll maybe do it's 9 o'clock, maybe 2.5 hour stream, and then I need to get off and like settle down for bed because I got work in the morning. Alright, let's load. Meanwhile, I like my my battle cat here. Meridian Sabercat suits Bastion. That or the Pale Frost Elk.
Your hands know the value of hard work. I'm not sure how devout you are, but Zenith... Any...
Alright, calm down. Calm down, frame rate.
Zenith's grace shines upon you, my friend. Your work this day has his blessing.
What can I do for you? I don't. I know she's about 18 years older than I am. I was a late-in-life child. According to my mother's servant, Analiath, Clarine went off to marry Elmond Ozin soon after I was born, just before the fall of House Hallex. That's the question, isn't it? Why did she send me to the Sylvels? Was her own situation too precarious? Did she not want the care of a child? Or perhaps she's dead. It's possible Analiath is mistaken, and Lord Sylvel told me the truth. I've heard his name a time or two, usually when Lord Sylvel and his visitors got to talking about court gossip. The Ozins are a minor house with lands in the countryside of Stormhaven. Elmond Ozin is said to be respectable, at least. I don't see why he wouldn't. The taint on the Hallex name makes other nobles uneasy, but that was many years ago now. Of course, if he didn't know about my mother's arrangements, you might be very surprised to learn he has a brother-in-law. Lord Sylvel told me years ago that my older sister died. I assumed that she'd been caught up in my father's treason, or had fallen ill and passed away like my mother. I didn't learn I was wrong until a letter from an old Hallex servant turned up. Inaliath, a wood elf. She wrote years ago, but Lord Sylvel hid the letter. When I finally saw it, I went to find her in Grotwood. Inaliath told me that Clarine was still alive, and that I should have been sent to her when my mother died. Did you need something?
Alrighty, currency. 4 out of 12 is... It probably shouldn't change mid-event. I gotta get another nascent Indrid. I want the piggy. Anyway. I really need to look up some videos on specific equipment and yada yada for companions. I'm doing Bastion as a tank build though. Lavender's green, dilly dilly, lavender blue. If you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. Bastion, you are speaking, but I do not see you.
This place brings back memories.
There you are. Alright, people, load in. The event's got the server. Everybody's packed. Alright, come on. Load. Come on, y'all. Thank you. Finish loading.
Proxy, fate has plucked you from the flotsam of chaos.
You want to make some gold, Walker? You there. Do you bring news? Are you here to deliver a demand?
He looks upset. Maybe you should sound him out.
This isn't a very good time, stranger. Be on your way, unless you bring some new tidings about my wife. She's been captured by slavers. Clarine was on her way to visit a friend near Coglin when she was attacked. Luckily, one of her guards managed to trail the slavers to Coglin Mine. I must arrange a rescue at once. State your business, swiftly. Bastion Hallex? What? That's him over there, isn't it? Oh, he looks just like his father. I don't know how to say this, but Clarine believes he died as an infant. After her family's scandal, I thought it best to distance her from the Hallex name.
There we go. I'll just turn the oscillation off there.
I'm afraid so. And I told the Silvels to let Bastion believe he had no family left. It was the safest course. Are the gods punishing me now for that choice? Oh, is it my fault that Clarine... Wait, you and Hallex seem able. You can save her. After Lord Hallex's treason, some of the king's counselors argued for executing the whole family to make sure no threat to the king remained. The only way to survive was to convince the king's officials that the Hallex family no longer existed. Oh yes, of course they did. I had to convince them that my new wife was appalled by what her father had done and repudiated the Hallex name. Not only was Clarine at risk, my own house might have fallen under suspicion of treason too. I don't care for your insinuation. I love Clarine, and I feared for her life. But yes, I had my own title and family to think of. I was new to my title, and it would have been irresponsible to not consider House Ozin's safety too. He had no great liking for it. He was a staunch loyalist and took Lord Hallex's plot against the High King as a personal offense. It took a rather exceptional inducement to persuade him to take in young Bastion. I bribed him. Lady Hallex had set aside a very substantial fortune in the form of jewels from her dowry for Bastion's education and upbringing. I suggested to Lord Silvel that he might be a wise steward of that fortune.
You let your own wife believe that her brother was dead?
I made the decision many years ago when I was young and new to my title, and newly married to a woman I only wanted to protect.
You left a young child with strangers! They brought me up as a glorified servant!
They were to use the funds you had to see to your education, and raise you as a gentleman.
It should have been her decision, not yours. I'm going to find my sister. For her sake, not yours. Count Ozin told Clarine I was dead, and he conspired with Lord Silvel to keep me in ignorance too? What kind of life would I have had if these cowards had just told my sister and I the truth? I suppose I can understand that. If the choice was telling a lie or risking the gallows for my sister, then Ozin made the right decision. It isn't cowardice to fear for someone you love. And it's clear that he fears for Clarine now. I know the place. Bandits and outlaws often lair there. I'll sort out the rest of this later, after we make sure Clarine is safe. I couldn't bear it if I got so close to finding her, only to lose her now. Lord Sylvel told me more than once that I should be grateful that he didn't just drop me off at some orphanage or another. But this whole business of buried secrets and deliberate lies is infuriating, regardless of the reasons for it. It makes sense that the Count wanted to protect my sister. I could almost forgive that. But I suspect he was also interested in protecting his own good name. I can't help but wonder about the life I could have had if he'd chosen differently. No, I was much better off than if I'd been left at an orphanage. But I wasn't family, and I wasn't quite the help. If I hadn't met you, I would have spent the rest of my life looking after the Sylvel's interests without ever really belonging.
Sway as we kiss. To quote Prince Zuko, that's rough, buddy.
Is it true?
Hear
Did
ye,
you
hear
really
ye!
explore
The Iron Hand ogres have been driven back.
Good grief. Oh hey, there's a treasure chest here. Okay, so like... Where's the fucking mine? Okay, keep. Toglin mine. Okay, cool. Ooh, lore book.
Here comes that stroke
Do
of
you
luck
think
I
you'll
was
make with
counting
that?
on.
Okay, that's enough for now.
I can't resist a passageway that leads to the unknown.
Wow. Blocked passage. I gotta go this way anyway.
For glory! Anything useful? You've got a knack for stumbling across those things. That's the last of them.
Now get the hell out. Chest.
I feel like we must be getting close.
You won't get away with kidnapping a countess! If you had any brains, you'd flee now! Did my husband send... Oh, never mind. Let's get out of here!
Still. Let's go. Even an old sack might have treasure inside. Find anything?
Sorry, woman. What? You need to go out again? Alright, let me get out here.
There's the door!
Alrighty. My doggo needs to go out, so I will be right back. that. When the doggies gotta go, the doggies gotta go.
I can't believe that How can I thank my gallant rescuers? I am Countess Clarine Ozin. I had hoped that my husband's troops would rescue me from that awful mine, but I don't recognize you. No matter, you have my deepest gratitude, strangers. How did you know where to find me? Did he? Oh, I prayed that one of the guards had managed to get through to him. Elmond must have... That is... I'm sorry, but your companion, who is he? He looks just like someone I knew a long time ago. What? How is this... Bastion? My baby brother? I thought he was dead! By the 8, of course he looks familiar. He takes after our father. Oh, excuse me, please. I am quite overcome. Look at him. He was so small when I left our home. Our parents were so excited to have another child so late in their marriage. Where has he been all this time? How did he come to find me now? Bastion? The last time I saw you, you were only a toddler. I did not even know that you were alive.
I only just learned that you were alive. I wish I'd known sooner.
You look so much like our father, but you probably have no memories of him, do you?
Sadly, I do not. Nor you, Clarine. I would like to find out what I've missed.
I as well. Oh, I have so many questions for you. Did you know you have a niece and nephew to meet?
I would like that. And I have many questions for you, too. But first, let me speak to my friend here. Clarine is a stranger to me, of course. But part of me feels like I know her somehow. She said I favored our father. I've always wondered about that. Indeed. I confess, I was a little worried that she might not have much to say to me. After all, she's a countess, and we are strangers. Clarine seems kind, though. I like her already. That feels rather good. Which is something the Sylvels could never do. She has a good heart, I believe. It's strange. I left the Sylvels because I wanted to find my own place in the world. Discovering a family I thought I lost? It roots you properly, so to speak. Not yet. Right now, I still want travel and adventure. Being part of my sister's family is something that will happen with time. Thank you for seeing this through. I think I'd rather face a dozen dragons than the ghosts of the past.
Clarine, are you all right? Clarine, I've been worried sick. Thank the 8 that you are all right.
All is well, Elmond. The heroes you sent succeeded, and I have something extraordinary to tell you.
I know, my dear, I know. An old wrong can be set right today. I feared for your life. I know I should have told you about Bastion, but I will earn your forgiveness, and his, I promise you.
A day that started in darkness and fear has brought me a miracle beyond imagining. The loss of my family all those years ago almost broke me. To find out now that I am not the only Hallex left, I hardly know what to think. How is this possible? Sit down with Bastion and talk for days. I want to know everything about how he was raised and what family he found. Where has he been all this time? And I need to speak with my husband. Why did he tell me Bastion died? A mistake? Or not? I guessed as much. I remember the court officials who interrogated me after my father's treason. My life hung by a thread in those awful months. But it was wrong for Elmond to mislead me so. It was my family, and my decision to make. Am I upset? Yes, of course. But I understand why Elmond chose as he did. He's a good man. I only wish he'd told me sooner that my brother lived. The Sylvels of Daggerfall? Bastion stayed with him after Mother died, but he was to be sent to us just as soon as the King's officers satisfied themselves that I had no part in my father's conspiracy. I hope they were kind to him.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing Clarine. I know I made a dreadful mistake in the past. I promise to make it up to both Clarine and her brother. Bastion seems like a good man. I will be proud to call him brother too.
I don't even know where to begin. My sister and I haven't seen each other in 25 years. She remembers me as a 2-year-old child, and I don't remember her at all. What if we have nothing in common besides a name? For the first time since we started down this road, I think I believe that too. But we have so much lost time to make up for. And the thought that I missed the chance to be a part of this family decades ago is almost too much to bear. For all I know, Elmond Ozen saved my sister's life by lying to her. And it's obvious that he loves her with all his heart. They are happy together. For my sister's sake, I can set aside old sorrows. But I am done with the Sylvels. That should come in handy.
Guess I could go unearth this treasure chest.
Let's keep our eyes open for a tavern where we can spend that.
Excuse me.
Better find a way to deliver the order yourself.
Let's hit the trail.
Back so soon. You've proven yourself.
Hello.
A lot.
Hello.
Your dedication.
How are you?
Good. I'm just fixing.
How's ESO?
Good. You know what? I'm actually going to swap Bastion since I completed him out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where to begin. For the first time, for all I know.
All right. Let me. Alright. Everybody calm down.
Time travel is so confusing.
What the?
Never mind.
I guess it had a brain fart and I gotta log back in. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube because I can.
Wow, it's a second behind.
Oh well.
Wow, it's a second behind. Wow, no, that's odd.
Oh,
No, that's just odd. No, that's odd. That's too odd. Oh, I sound horrible.
I don't know why it's doing that.